Hello, 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 sweet baby angels and pumpkin heads. It is your girl, Miss Tetra Resinstone. In today's video, we are talking about Trisha busted ass Paytas. Now, I could talk about the cultural appropriation. I could talk about her Onlyfans. I could talk about her racist ass friends and associations with her racist ass friends. Or I could talk about Trisha Paytas' ability to offend entire groups of people, whether it's the Black community, whether it's the LGBT community, or whether it's the mental health DID community. Now, Trisha Paytas made not one DID video, but she made 2 DID videos, and it was really disgusting, really vile. But we're gonna kick things off with her OnlyFans. Now, Def Noodles went on to share a tweet. Trisha Paytas made content for her OnlyFans, and you guys, take a look.
Fashion Nova men. So cute. I just shot my first ever threesome from OnlyFans with my favorites. Hi. Lena and Adam.
I lived y'all dreams. I was inside the belly of the beast. Shout out Trisha Paytas, Lena the plug. You.
It was everything, and Lena just filmed. I'm shocked still by this whole threesome scenario you guys do.
I'm so used to it now. It's like part of my just everyday routine.
It's hot. Yeah. I love it because I feel like so comfortable with it now. I'm ready to have threesomes with everybody.
Yeah.
Hit her DMs.
Look at her pregnant.
It was a foursome.
Oh, I feel like you get canceled over that, technically.
Now, I understand that this is a joke. It's an edgy joke, it's dark humor, it's in poor taste, it's a vile, disgusting joke, but it's a joke nonetheless. So we gotta remember that it is a joke. However, when you say a joke, it's usually rooted in something that you think or what that you believe. And I'm not saying that he does or he doesn't, but listen, to think about a fetus being involved in your sex group, or you had to think that. You had to literally think that you're having a foursome or you're having a threesome when you're having sex with just her. It's weird, it's gross, it's disgusting. I don't want to think about that. Now, I also want to say that just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you can't have sex. And just because you're, pregnant and you're in a relationship or what doesn't mean you can't have a threesome. You can do all of these things. Everything that they did, they could definitely do it and make their money all day long. However, when you make the joke and you include an unborn child, it's fucking weird. It's gross. And it made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel disgusted. I definitely want to burn that image out of my mind, thinking about this group of people having sex. But listen, they have the right to do what they want to do. The comments were really interesting. I'm definitely let them scroll so you guys can read those. But the comments were really interesting because a lot of people were really shaming the woman. And it's like, wait a minute. Just because she's pregnant doesn't mean she can't have sex and enjoy her body. Let's not shame this woman. Let's shame this man for making this fucking pig, disgusting joke. How about that? Now, Trisha Paytas has a full catalog of horrible, vile, disgusting things that she's been involved in. And it wouldn't be a Trisha Paytas video if there wasn't some sort of trolling in her content. And I understand that it is, I would say, character. I would say satire. I would say that a lot of the stuff that she does do is 100% to troll. Because when you troll, you do get engagement, and engagement drives the dollars. And so I understand it. I really do. And for the most part, I like a fun tongue-in-cheek troll moment. I myself have said trolly things before. So I get it. It's not the end of the world. It's not crazy. It's kind of fun to have a little trolling moment. But when Trisha trolls, her trolling takes things to levels that are hurtful, and she hurts groups of people. The first group of people that I want to talk about is the Black community. Take a look at this video.
Lately, I've been going through a little bit of an identity crisis. I really never struggled with an identity before, like knowing my identity. I knew who I was. I'm a Caucasian woman, single, 29. But lately I'm starting to question right now. But I have really, really coarse textured hair that a lot of Caucasians don't have. I identify as a white person. I feel like that's how I was born, but I'm not quite sure. So anyways, yeah, and I've always been like curvy and thick. Not that it really matters, but just the structure of my body, even before lipo and butt injections and all that stuff like that. The structure of my body was just that of a, like, I know this video is going to come across as a lot of stereotypes, but this is just what people have been telling me, and my body type has always been that of, a thick My eyelids are extremely like dark and oily, which a lot of people have noticed, and he said that's like a really like predominant thing in like the African American culture.
Now Trisha is trolling here, guys. She's trolling, and just because you put trolling in front of something doesn't take away its hurt or doesn't take away its damage. Now, what she does and what she talks about in this particular video, the first thing she mentions is kinky hair and curly hair being solely reserved for Black women. Now, obviously, that's not true. Caucasian women can have kinky and curly hair. So that's not something that is uniquely for Black women. Interestingly enough, about hair and women in general and Black women specifically, it's really a sensitive topic because hair for most women it means a lot to us. It's a symbol of femininity. It's a part of the way we express ourselves. It's important to both men and women, but definitely to women. We have a really a strong connection to our hair. And when you think about how the Black culture has been forced to assimilate to white standards and white cultural hairstyles, it's really, really disrespectful and really hurtful, because what Trisha talks about is something that she clearly, quote unquote, fixes, which I don't think there's anything wrong with having kinky curly hair, but she, quote unquote, fixes with the bleach and the extensions. And it's like, you are basically saying that kinky curly hair is undesirable. And I don't fuck with that. I don't like that. Curls are beautiful. Waves are beautiful. Straight hair is beautiful. Listen, we're beautiful in our own rights and the way that we are. And it's disgusting that she uses these stereotypes and that she uses these attributes that she has as possible negatives. And I say possible negatives because she says that she was made fun of as a kid because of these attributes. The next attribute that she believes that she's Black is because she is thicker than a Snickers, right? She's got a thick body build, her body. And she danced around this one. I had to edit a lot because she kept dancing around it because she knew how fucked up, how vile, how wrong, how stereotypical, how gross. And she mentions, this is stereotypical, guys. I mean, I'm sorry, like, oh my God, I don't mean to be stereotypical, but this is just what I've been told. No, don't blame it on what people have told you. You set your ass up there and you filmed and edited this fucking video for people to see. Don't pretend that people told you this, therefore it's okay. If people tell you something ignorant, doesn't mean that you can spew that ignorance off. You need to do what's right. And that's some fucked up shit. Now listen, women come in all different shapes and sizes. Men come in all different shapes and sizes. Whether you're thick, whether you're thin, whether you're overweight, underweight, listen, we're all beautiful and different in our own ways. And to literally say that because you are a thicker woman, that's automatically an attribute to Black women, I don't like it. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. The last thing that I think is probably the most problematic thing that she says, she talks about her oily, dark eyelids. And, you know, I like makeup, and so I understand that many girls and guys who do makeup, oily eyelids is something that many people do have, and from all different races, whether you're a Latina, whether you're Black, whether you're white, whether you're, you know, whatever the color you are, Asian, honey, listen, you could have oily eyelids. And there's tons of makeup reviews and tons of makeup, you know, things that a lot of people don't like having oily eyelids because it sucks that, you know, you have to prime and you have to just do extra steps, but you can still make it through. And having extra sebum, having those oil glands, honey, keeps you young and moisturized. So I don't understand why she's painting it as a bad thing. The video continues. I had to stop. This was 3 minutes in, guys, that video, and I had to just pull out because I couldn't watch it anymore. It really started to annoy me. It made me mad. And again, that's what she does. That's her content. That's her character. That's what she does. Her mission, her job is to invoke emotion, and it's usually a negative emotion. And that's what she views as success. It's very sad. And it's, you know, Trisha Paytas knew she wouldn't be the best singer. She knew she wouldn't be the prettiest. She knew she wouldn't be the thinnest. She knew she wouldn't be the tallest. She knew she wouldn't be the most talented. So she was gonna be the most trolly. That was the thing. If she can't be the best at this, she's gonna be the worst at this and be the best at being the worst. And she's being the best at being a worst human being. And listen, she's doing a fantastic job. Now, I have morals and scruples, and I do not want to offend people. And Trisha has no moral conscience to the idea of hurting other people. She says it's a joke. Get over it. I'm just trolling. Get over it. And people defend her. I understand when we want to watch a car wreck. I understand we want to watch a train wreck. I understand we want to watch a plane crash. Listen, I get it. But at the same time, what damage does she do? And I think it gives people the idea that you're allowed to be hurtful and hateful as long as you say you're trolling. Then it's okay. I'm not here for that. I'm really not. Call me fucking Karen. I don't give a fuck. I am not here for that. Why be mean when you can be kind? It's free to be kind. It costs nothing to be kind and nothing to be respectful to another person. Why do you have to be such a about things? Like, I don't understand it. It really pisses me off when I think of Trisha Paytas. And this is why I've never done a video on Trisha, because I knew I would go all the way off the motherfucking rails, and I need to stay focused on this video. Okay, the next video that she talks about, or that we're going to talk about, is her offending the LGBT. Take a look.
I've always had penis envy. Yeah, where this sounds so crazy to say out loud, but like, I've just always thought my life would be easier if I had that part. That if I asserted myself, I wouldn't be a bitch, but I would be like a man. The whole transgender community has always like called to me for some reason, and I don't go out and advocate for it, although I would be so down, and I love, obviously I love the transgender community. And I know I like trolled and stuff in the past, and so I don't want people to think this is like a trolling video. I've known, like, I've like come out as like gay before, I've come out as bisexual before, and that's kind of why I have issues in general with just terms in general and labels in general, like male, female, gay, straight, bi, because I don't know if I would say I'm confused. I would say I'm all of it.
No, my dear, you're a fucking idiot. You're a cisgender white female. You talk about penis envy and that your life would be easier if you had a penis. You're a fucking idiot. You go on to say that you admit that you've trolled in the past. You've come out as gay, you've come out as bi, and you've come out as a chicken nugget. Listen, Trisha, you even mentioned you'd throw a nod to the trollation of your past and say, I'm not trolling. Then she goes on to say, well, I'm not an advocate, although I could be, maybe I should be. And she really stumbles over that as to why she hasn't been vocal and being an active member in the LGBTQ, if she's so desperate to be a part of the LGBTQ community. Now, Clever News did a excerpt on this, and I want you guys to take a look. They do a fantastic job breaking down this video.
Clever News, and yesterday Trisha Paytas logged onto the internet to drop a video where she's claiming to be, quote, a transgender female to male. In the 15-minute video, Trisha makes a lot of bold and woefully misinformed claims about her experience as a white heterosexual woman wanting to be a part of the marginalized community.
So do I think I'm transgender? Yes, 1000%. Do I identify with my natural born gender? 1000%.
And look, here at Clever, we're all about self-expression and personal growth. If Trisha had done just an ounce of research into the topic and actually made a valid case, then we would definitely be happy for her. But instead, she spread dangerous misinformation and belittled the plight of less privileged people who actually identify as transgender.
I just choose to identify as a boy.
First, being transgender isn't a choice. It comes with a lot of hardships and feelings of dysphoria or a general unhappiness with the way you were born. You can't choose to identify as a boy just because you get along with men better or don't wear makeup every day. She also says that she doesn't want to use pronouns like they or them because they're super confusing and sounds like plural people. She compares people who go by gender-neutral pronouns to people with schizophrenia or multiple personality disorder. Again, being transgender is not the same as having multiple personalities. It's certainly not a mental disorder or something that can be treated. It's claims like these that make Trisha's videos so dangerous.
Listen, I could talk about all the horrible, vile things that Trisha Paytas has done and does, but I have mustered all of my strength to make it to this point, and we are at the end of the video. Please check the description down below. Look at the other links that I've listed for you guys. Watch her videos in its entirety to see how fucking dumb this girl is. I am done with her. I can't talk about her anymore. I am sorry. I'm a little angsty. This is the most angsty I've been on a video because this character really gets under my skin, and I would say that that's a successful troll. So she's winning, and I'm like not having it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. You guys, we made it to 500. Thank you all so much. I am so incredibly thankful for the growth. You guys, another another 500. Here we go. Let's steamroll through, mama. I am so thankful. Join the conversation. Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I love when you guys tell me your thoughts and opinions. Also, be sure you turn on that bell. I've been told these bells magically turn themselves off. I will see you guys in my next video. Please be kind to yourself, be kind to others. As always, bye-bye.